Hi, my name is Lidia Rabanales.
Hi, I am Karen Torres.
Welcome to the Sculpting Our Soul podcast, a podcast where you can hear about our experience living for mainstream of happiness. If you're listening to us, maybe you can find you are not the only one in this huge world.
Yeah, if you heard the last episode, probably you know a little bit about us. In case you didn't, take a look. But don't worry, because today we're going to talk about something related to our personality, but in this case, our experience being introvert, since when we were children until now, focusing in the social mainstay. So, first thing first, Lydia, I would like to know what means introversion and extroversion for you, because for everyone has a different meaning.
Yeah, totally. I think that for me, an introvert is someone who likes to be alone all the time. It means an introvert charging their energy, being with themselves, and hanging out with others. It could be a waste of energy. And extroverts are the opposite, and they share their energy, hanging out with friends or others. And as an introvert, I prefer live inside my head. I'm really aware of my thoughts, and even sometimes it's so extreme that I start to overthink everything. I I really like to live in my mind, but I think that the good side is that I am someone who really loves taking time just to discover what's behind my thinking, for example. And I think that it's something good. But tell me, how can you define introversion and extroversion, Karen?
Yeah, I completely agree with you. I understand the same, like, depends how you gain energy. For example, if you're an extrovert, you prefer to go out, to be with your friends. Like, it's more important your outside, like the outside world. And for an introvert, it's more important like the inner time, inner knowledge. All it's about inner, and you gain your energy when you're alone. You spend time because you need it, like to understand yourself. You need to spend time, a lot of time alone, being honest. And that's the different. But in the end, we have bad sides, like you had a little bit of extroversion, a little bit of introversion, but it depends which one. It's more, I don't know, takes you to be more extrovert or more introvert. In my case, obviously introversion it's the major, but also I have just a little bit of extroversion.
Yeah, and I really want to know about your experience being an introvert.
Oh, well, I remember when I was a child, it was difficult because I was like lonely and I didn't like to play or do all the activities, schools, and all that. And obviously, as a kid, all the people expect you should be happy and playful and talkative and all that. But it was not my case. So most of the time, I felt that peer pressure to be on that way, admiring other kids who were playing and and participating in the class all the time. And when I was a teenager, I think I was alone, but I mean, I just had one friend, and that was fine. And I didn't notice that I was alone, and I like be quiet and all that. I never think about it like why I am in this way. I just was in that way, and it was fine. But obviously, I always admire extrovert people because they were always having fun. And now I'm just fine being introvert. Sometimes it's difficult, like making social interactions and all that. But I am fine. I just take easy, don't complicate it, don't stress about it. Um, so yeah. What about you, Lydia?
Yeah, for me, I have to say that it has been difficult. Being alone all the time is my comfort zone. So I have to push myself to hang out with others and dedicate time to my family and friends, for example. And also, I get tired really fast, sometimes I just can spend time with others an hour, for example, and then I close my mouth and you never hear me talking again, you know, because I get tired really fast and I can't speak. I just can't gesticulate, because I don't have energy. And for example, at the beginning of the year, I hung out with so many friends every weekend, and then I just disappeared for 2 months because I got tired and I felt really tired and I really needed to charge my battery, my social battery, being alone. And also because sometimes when I am all the time or so much time with other people, I feel as I am losing myself, because I can hear myself. I can listen to myself. So I really need a time alone. And the other thing is that, for example, in my family, almost we are an introvert. So I think that it's something hereditary in the aspect that you learn how to be. So sometimes in my family, we used to say that it's something dangerous because we tend to have mental issues, as depression and anxious. So being alone, it's dangerous because you don't share your problems and how do you feel and how you feel. You try to hide it from others, and that's a bad idea when you suffer depression, for example, or anxiety. So yeah, it's
Yeah,
difficult.
completely agree. To be honest, I am working on that. Like, I speak with my friends when I am feeling bad because I know that I need help. And I understood that you need to help yourself when you need it and ask for help. It's a way that you are giving yourself attention and love, you know?
Yeah, it's true, and it's difficult. Sometimes affect us a lot, but I really want to know how being introvert affects your life even now.
Oh, well, first of all, I think I need a lot of time alone. And sometimes I would like to go out with my family or with my friends because I know in the future probably we won't have that opportunity. But I don't because I need relieve all my stress, my daily stress, being alone and just relax. Also, I think the people always look at you like you are always depressed and or anxious and just think I don't know bad qualities about yourself, but I am like no, I have a good qualities. Like I am so I can understand other people easily. I can see how you're feeling. I am really good listening all the people and I am observe I don't know, I like to observe everything so I can notice the details. I if you want to have a deep conversation, I can do it if I feel comfortable be with you obviously. And it's funny because when a, a person try to make a conversation with you about daily stuff like the weather, and I am like yes no and that's it, but it doesn't mean that I don't want to talk with you. It's just like I don't know what to say, this is weird, I'm not used to it, you are making me feel uncomfortable because you are trying so hard to make a conversation and I'm just here like paralyzed. So it's difficult in so many aspects. What about you?
Yeah, for me it's the same. Knowing that I'll see people makes me feel anxious, and because I have to think in what topics I want to talk about, for example, and I think that it's a waste of energy, and sometimes people don't understand that I prefer spend my time reading, writing, or painting, or something like that. So for me, a perfect date with a friend, it could be maybe just share time together, being in silence, doing our things. Um, but sometimes people don't understand that, and it's difficult. And also, uh, sometimes that is good, but at the same time, uh, it's bad because you can't say all the things that you notice. But as you say, also, I used to notice things that others don't. And it's difficult to me because sometimes I realize something and I don't say anything because I don't want to sound selfish or that I am judging someone or something like that. But then it's like I don't know, something happens that show me that I was right, and it's like maybe I had to say something or something like that. So it's difficult. And also I think that sometimes I really want to talk with a strange, for example, on the street or maybe in a supermarket or in the gym or something like that, but I can't. So for me, it's very difficult to make new friends, for example. I think that the friends that I have, it's because we share a space together, but it's not like I come up to them. I can. It's not something like that. I think that it was more something like we share space together, and suddenly just we started to speak, and now we are friends. But yeah, it's difficult. I think that it's really difficult being an introvert because, as you said, the society prefers an extrovert.
Yeah, I think most of the time I miss understanding. Like, I want to say something, but maybe I didn't find the right words to say it or express my idea, and they think I am being selfish or something like that. But I'm like, no, 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 it's not in that way. Sometimes I feel like I am so honest, and I need to think twice. How can I say that without other people feel uncomfortable or something like that? And it's difficult because, as you said, society prefer extrovert because they can express themselves easily and just do all the things without doubting about it, and all that, like, oh wow. But I think now I understood that we have different capacities, and it's fine because I like my own abilities, and sometimes it's difficult to get along with people, but I admire extrovert qualities, and I always try to learn from them, like how they can be more talkative or being a leader. It's just like I know that I have to improve that because I want to, and I can learn from them, and they can learn from us. So it's nice.
Yeah, it's true. And tell me, I really want to know if you would like to change something or not about your introversion.
Mm, well, yeah, I would like to be more talkative. Like make a conversation with not with a stranger, but with whatever person or whoever, because it's something important to make a good relationships around your work or your life in general. I would like to be more like go out and have fun and all that. Um, but only that maybe because now I am fine with who I am and I don't want to change it. I just want to enjoy the journey, I guess. What about you?
Yeah, maybe as I don't know if you have ever heard about Marcia Fitness. Okay, she is Marcia Fitness and she's an influencer of Guatemala, and she always talks about the balance that you have to have in your life, in everything. So for me, I really would like to change being an introvert in some ways. For example, sometimes I would like to be more talkative, as you said, and sometimes I don't know, but I used to talk about only deep topics, and it's really weird because I always want to talk about feelings and emotions and personal experience and all of that. And sometimes people just want to talk about the weather
Yeah.
or this about stupid things or something like that. And I feel uncomfortable in some way because I sometimes it's difficult to me to understand that not all the people it's open to talk about their emotions and feelings and experience. So yeah, it's difficult. So I really want to learn to be more easygoing, and have the capacity to talk about anything. Because the other thing is that I always want to talk about politics, sociology, anthropology, philosophy, psychology, and all of that. And it's like all of the people don't want to talk about that. They want to talk about daily things that are stupid or simple things. So
Yeah.
yeah, maybe that. But I think that in conclusion, being introvert has their advantage, because you are more contemplative, and you can notice things that others don't. And also, you are more sensitive and you are more empathic. And I feel that nowadays in this society, we really need that people being more empathic. Sorry, and I think that it's a good thing because we can make a good change in world.
Yeah, completely agree with you. That's true.
Okay, so if you are listening to us, let your experience being an introvert, and if you are an extrovert, please let us know what you think about introvert or share your experience being an extrovert.
Yeah. Just before ending, I just want to say that extroverts and introverts have good qualities, as you said, and it's important to know and try to understand each other. I am glad to be an introvert. I like my abilities, but always I am looking for improve myself, and that's the purpose here. Try to be the better version of ourselves, but accenting who we are and just potentiating our virtues.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, I think that it's time to finish. We have to say goodbye. So thank you to everyone for listening to us in Sculpting or Soul podcast. We hope this episode has been helpful for you. Don't lose our next episode where we're going to talk about spiritual medicine.
Yeah. See you in the next episode. But don't forget to share with family and friends. Bye bye.
Bye.